Good evening all, and welcome back to Timberborn Beta. We need to get some food going. We're doing okay for food, but we're going to run out. We also need to get some wood as well. So I might, let's actually start off with some wood. And highlight all this area here to chop down the trees there too, so we can get some more wood in. That'd be cool. But yeah, we want to build some food production, and this is a little bit different. So before you used to place down a field and the beavers would come work on a field. Now it's with a farmhouse, but I don't know how this works. Do you put down a farmhouse and then, because you can plant crops here and you can plant whatever crops you like. So we're going to go with carrots, because that's our start one there, is that? Oh, hold on. Right, let's put the farmhouse down. I think I know how this works. And yeah, let's put it down there. There we go. And because I remember seeing that you can plant crops of any size now. So if I did that, and oh yeah, there we go. Awesome. So they've done the same as they have with the berry bushes. Before this patch, when a gatherer gathered a berry bush, it would destroy the bush. The bush would disappear completely. Now they gather the berries and the bush stays, and then the bushes have to grow. They spread and grow, and you can plant more. You can actually set down here to plant more bushes, which is fine. But I think this is the same. So I think if I speed up time here and we get this built, what'll happen is he'll plant carrots in here. They'll grow just like the bushes, and then they can harvest the carrots as it's done. Rather than a whole field grow in one go, it's now individual. Now if that's the way I think it is, that's good. Because the fields were like 5 by 5 or something. They were a very chunky size, and it was quite difficult to put them in gaps. You'd have places like this where you couldn't really get anything in. Like this, you can put fields in of any shape, and a farm can just do whatever it needs to do for them. So if that's how it is, I like that. I think that's good. That is good. We might well plant some more crops. I might fill this whole back area in with crops. Maybe put in another farm as well. Yeah, there we go. Be planting. So that is, and then each one is. Oh right, awesome. So yeah, so each one is a carrot seedling, and it starts growing. So I want to increase that, and they have prioritize resource. Oh, so you want to be a carrot farm. Ah, so they prioritize. So if they're doing nothing, they may go and do other crops, and you can prioritize whether they should harvest or plant the crops. That I like, because you could have multiple farms. You could have one prioritizing planting the stuff, and another one picking up. So as one harvests it, another farm comes along and plants it. I like that. I like that a lot. In fact, I like that so much, we're going to build another one. Let's turn this around. Let's put another farm back here. And we'll put a path in behind it. It's going to be there to there. So. And then we're going to put in another crop of carrots. There, we might as well just make the whole field like that. There we go. Awesome. And then I can do the same on this side. I can just fill this all in and it becomes one giant field. I really like that. I really do like that. I think that's awesome. And you see, they'll be implanted by this one here. So really we need one. But I'm a little concerned that this might be too many for this to for one farm to deal with. I don't know. I don't know when it comes to harvest time. I don't know how long they take to harvest. So having two certainly wouldn't hurt, I think. Awesome. That's cool. Now hopefully that will get us enough food. It does say that carrots take 3 days. 4 days. They grow in 4 days. And they don't require beavers working them. Because that was a weird thing. Previously, a farm would take 3 days or 4 days to produce carrots. But if you turn the clock up working hours longer, you'd actually make the farm work faster. So the crops would grow faster, which is strange. Now, I do know they have mentioned that there's going to be drought mechanics, and then you might have to redirect the water to get stuff going there. That's not in the game right now, but that would explain why these fields look the colour they do, because they're all well fertilised and watered. So I assume there's going to be irrigation. Well, they said there's going to be irrigation and drought mechanics. So if I was to cut that river off there, the land down here would go dry and would become desert, like this land up here, which is awesome. Also, I discovered this is the map that we played on the previous one with our fancy beavers. It's just been modified slightly to allow you to change things up. Okay, so the other thing I want to do is get a decent supply of trees in. So we have this whole area here currently selected to cover trees, which is awesome. But it's not being chopped down because they only chop down fully grown trees. So they should come and chop these ones down here. I think they're just chopping these down here because I've told them to. But they won't chop down small trees. They'll only chop down full grown trees. So you don't have to worry about highlighting trees that are growing. They will ignore them. They'll only chop down a tree that is fully done. If you want to remove trees that are small ones, you want to get rid of them, you have to go to demolish one and demolish resources. That will get rid of them. You might do that here to get more trees going there. But I want to unlock the forester, which we have enough science for. We've got 102 science. Let's unlock the forester. Clickety-click. Boom. And we have a forester. Now, we can't build that because it needs planks, and we don't have any planks because planks are made in the carpenter, and the carpenter doesn't actually say how much it requires to build. That's weird. Is it free? I guess it doesn't require anything to build, but it does require power. So we're going to have to put it somewhere where we can get some power to it. Now, I want to leave definitely a gap here because I want a path that's going to go maybe over here or over here. We might do it this way, actually, because that's shorter, so we'll be okay here. So we want to put in some power. A water wheel is just way better than a power wheel, although a power wheel... is a lot less. That's materials 50 logs, that's 50 logs. Did that have... Oh, materials 15 logs. Ah, right, okay. Okay, yeah, it's the lumberjack flag that's free. It doesn't require anything there, so I was missing that. So let's turn this around. Now, I don't know if water flow actually affects these, because you can see here the water's flowing. I don't know if you can actually pick that up on YouTube. I don't know if the compression's going to be okay for it, but there is a flow here, which is quite quick. But over here, the flow is much slower. Don't know if that makes any difference or not. But I'm going to put in that one there. Yeah, at night time you can see it much better. You see the flow is quicker because it's getting narrower, and then over here where it's much fatter, it's quite slow. So we've got two joining one here. So let's put in our carpenter, and we'll put him right up into there. We have a path going across. I'll leave a 2 gap. Okay, so we can actually not worry so much about it. And if we do that and then put in 2 of these, that will connect to this and get power. And if you build buildings next to other buildings that have power, they share power between them. Or at least it did. I hope they still do. We will see. We will see. Okay. So 50 logs. Oh, there we go. We've got carrots. Carrots are coming in. Awesome. Don't know. I don't think I saw anything about crops getting ruined. So I don't think we have to worry about them just sat there. It just means it takes a while to do. So if I change this one to be a priority of planting, and what will happen is when those two grab the crops, they should come back and start planting the next load, which I think works better. There's only 1 in here at the moment, and then there's 2 in there. So he will plant if there's empty fields, and they will gather if there's empty fields. So that's good. I like that. I think I like that. I like this change of mechanic. I really do. I think this is quite cool. with the other field system where you had just a large, I know I put a large field in here, but that's that's a shaped one, which is quite useful. But yeah, with the previous one, you would get to a point where you get like bursts of food in, and then very little, and then another burst, and then very little. Whereas with this, I think you're going to get a more steady flow of food in. Because by the time they harvest all this, with only 2 beavers, these ones will start being grown again. So that'd be cool. Okay, so there's the water wheel working. There's the carpenter working. He's got no workers because we don't have any workers. So we need to get some workers as well. So this will all connect up and get going. That just doesn't have anyone in there. So in order to get some workers, we need to build some houses because we don't have any yet. So how do I want to do this? I'm thinking of putting in a block of houses like here. And then building down here a bit. We might cross this like we did last time and have this was Potato Hill. Someone remembers this was Potato Hill. I quite like the idea of having Potato Hill again, but then not going down here, going up instead. And we can demolish this as well. We could demolish all this and make it dead flat if we wanted to. That's later on. So we might take off the top of this and flatten it down, and then have like just say we'll have 2 levels. We'll have this level and then that one. Maybe, don't know. Haven't decided on how to do things yet, but we need some houses. So let's put some houses in. Let's put in some lodges. We'll do them opposite the farms. We'll do 1, 2. We'll just do 3 for the minute. Do 3. That's only 6 people we can have there, but it adds space for 3 children. And you won't need adults in there to making children if they're sleeping out here. They're not. If they're sleeping in there, they will. So yeah. And we will need also some form of leisure for them, because they're going to need somewhere to chill out. Otherwise, they're not going to be very happy beavers, which is understandable. Unfortunately, I've kind of messed up that thing there, so let's put it back to there. I will set it back into there. We might have some stairs next to it as well, which we can unlock now. We have enough resources. Let's unlock some stairs. That would be helpful. Yes. And then we can put some stairs in there and there. Run a path there. Now the stairs won't get built because we need planks, and we don't need planks, so we have no beavers. Making the planks here. So yeah. Okie dokie, because we're concentrating on food. But interestingly, you are not harvesting those back there. Why are you not harvesting those back there? Oh, because our storehouse is full. We are full of carrots. So there's nowhere to put the carrots. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We could build a second storehouse. How much do they cost? They cost 15 logs. We could build a second storehouse and put it here. And you can prioritize. So I prioritize. You can what's the word? Limit them. So I could say that is just the carrot one. So we'll do that. We'll build one there, and we will just make this carrots. Only has carrots stored in this one here, and that one doesn't have any carrots stored in it. So all the carrots will come out and go to there. So yeah, there we go. So they've just been planted. But these ones here are already done. So I feel like I've grown. I've put too many down. Put too many planks down, and not enough houses. Let's put some more houses down, shall we? Put some mirrored ones down. So 1, 2, 3. There we go. So we've got 6 houses. We're gonna have 6 houses with 3 on that side and 3 on that side. This field is an odd size, so it doesn't matter. Then when we go up, we can do stuff above, and then stuff even further above that, because we now have multiple levels of structures here, which I need to unlock and have a look at and do things. But there we go. The beavers are enjoying the comfort of the campfire, and that will increase their well-being. We now are up to level 5 well-being because everyone's getting a decent social life, which increases their fertility rating, which means that hopefully, we will start having baby beavers born. Which, as I think I said before, that I believe they're called kits. So Yeah, because the people that live in here, social life, Felicity, so it's got the star, which means that it's full. So that's fine. So yeah, that's all right. And then leaving the clock the way it is means that they get more downtime. It does mean less work gets done, but that's not really a big problem. Unfortunately, I haven't found any way to tell them to stop having children. So if you put one down, these two will have a child, and then once that child grows up and gets kicked out, basically they'll have another child, and then another child, and another child until they die, or then more. But then more will move in there, and basically this just speeds up the chance to have children. It doesn't say, oh well, we've done this, now we can have 10 children. No, because once the child he's got 6 children there, 1 of 6. So there you go, they've had a child, 1 day old. Once that beaver gets to a certain age, he'll be kicked out, become an adult, and then they can have another child. And it's a very slippery slope. You put in so many houses to get the comfort up for the people, but there's no way to tell them to not have children. So you can't. It would be nice if you could turn that slot off, or have a building. There we go. Hey, we have got level 6. We need level 8 to reach that, and level 11. But we can't do that unless we do the eager beavers. So, but I'm not fussed about that. I'm not fussed about unlocking the other beavers. We've done them before. We've done them already. This is more. This is more. I want to play with explosives. Really. Wow. There we go. So we can plant berries and things now because we've unlocked her. Yeah, but we need to put down a forester. I'll put a forester there. I'm going to run a path along there because we might have a bridge here as well. So we're going to remove that tree on the end, like so. Okay, none of our beavers are sleeping outside now. They're all going indoors, which should mean we get more children. We've got 3 kids. Awesome. So already we've got too many people for our houses. And if you put down more houses to accommodate how many beavers you have, you end up producing more children, which ends up consuming more food. And it's very, very easy, very, very easy to overfill your to overfill your population and end up running out of food. Completely running out of food. There's a box. They've just dropped a crate on the floor. Awesome. Awesome. They just haven't picked up the carrot. It's got 1 carrot in there because there's nowhere to put it. I like that. I like that. And it does look like crops don't appear to wither and die. So they can just sit there and then be grabbed as they would do. That I feel will change very quickly. I feel like these will, after so many days will probably wither. They may do. They may do yet. Just haven't seen it. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, we just have to wait for one of these children to grow up into an adult. They will become a worker, a carpenter there. I could potentially turn down this, down that, and then there we go, would have a carpenter. We'll start getting some planks, and then the planks will start getting that there. And everything will be awesome. So, yeah. So we've got 1 planting and 1 harvesting at the moment. Which is fine. In fact, to be honest with you, I really feel as if a single farmhouse could deal with a field of this size. So we could remove that farmhouse, put in a field in the front. Not worry about it. Yeah, and we've got loads of carrots. So food is not a problem. Food is not a problem. Yeah, but we are unfortunately going to run out of everything else. So 1, 2. I want to have maybe 3 inventors huts. So I'll leave some space for that there. You're a forester there. Okay. But let's see what we got here. Cutting trees. No, planting crops. Cutting trees. There you go. So you're going to chop down all that area there. So let's stop that area there. Let's start this area here. Let's stop all this area here because there's no point in you chopping down any trees that just aren't there. There are no trees there. Can you get to here? You cannot because we don't have any path to it. So that's fine. That's fine. So that means we can just turn that off. We don't need that. Awesome. So what I want to do, however, is I want to go plant trees. And there are 3 types of trees. You've got the birch tree, takes 9 days to grow, but gives you 1 log. You've got the pine tree, which takes 12 days to grow and gives you 2 logs. And then you've got the maple wood, which takes 24 days to grow and gives you 8 logs. They are generally better to go. The birch tree really isn't worth doing at all. 9 days for 1 log is not worth doing. The pine tree is only an extra 3 days, and yeah, you might as well go with pine. The birch tree just isn't worth it. If the birch tree was 6 days, then it'd be half that, so you're doing that. That's twice the days, and that's like 4 times. The maple trees are by far the best. But if you're struggling for logs, kind of like we are, they take a long time to make. So I'm going to go with pine trees, which are the staple of every good beaver's diet. And I'm going to do that area there with pine trees. There we go. And when the forest is built, you will plant pine trees there. And I'm going to run a path out here. Like that. Although that's... there's no point in doing that. We'll just have a path out there. And then we can have a bridge go across. Or 2 bridges go across so that my beavers can move faster there. And they'll work on that. But we need this to be built. And it requires 1 more plank. So hopefully it'll be done there. Which means our paths have been built, which is awesome. Because that means that now our lumber mill can get up here and chop down these trees. And our gatherer flag can get up there but can't get to those. But you see our builder's hut, as I said in the first episode, they couldn't get up here at all. Now it can, so that's awesome. Okay, there we go. There we go. We have that. You don't need to prioritise anything, you're fine. You can even come over here and plant some bushes if you want to, but yeah. But he's going to plant down trees, which is cool. And then because this area is also marked for chopping down trees, boom, then that means the lumberjack flag is going to come and chop trees down as well. And it'll be a wonderful cycle. A cycle of planting trees and harvesting trees, and we will get logs in and everything will be awesome. Excellent. So yeah, we'll leave that here. We'll come back next time and we'll pick it up from there. Awesome. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again next time. Until then, as always, have fun.